What the fuck?
Hi-ho, campers. Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of California Corrupt Child Services. And I am your host, Sean. So, what about the wacko and wacko story? And I'm not talking about Michael Jackson and his chimp. I'm talking about Charlie and Brooke. Now, I'm going to talk about that, but first, let me apologize to my viewers. I don't remember if it was last video or the video before that, but what I do remember is I said that I've got so much free time now that I'm going to be able to put up one, maybe two videos on this channel a week. That was like, what, a month and a half, 2 months ago? I apologize. Right after I said that, the next day, you know the saying, shit hit the fan. I've just been so busy. Plus, I had to get all my paperwork together for my court hearing that's coming up on May 20th. Plus, that was like a 3-week blitz of going through the paperwork. And after I got done going through all that stuff, I pretty much wanted to put this case behind me for a little while to kind of relax and enjoy myself and take care of all the other busy things I have to do. So this time I'm going to be very truthful and try to keep my dog quiet. Between now and my next court date, which is May 20th of 2011, I will be putting up one more video. And that's what I'm going to call my wish list. What I'm planning on coming out of from that court date, and kind of a quick review of what I'm fighting for and what they've done. Also, I want to apologize for those who tuned into this video looking for grandparents' rights. If you look down here somewhere, there is a web address to go visit. I'll also have it in the description box down below, down here. That's what I've been looking at recently. I've been looking at 3 or 4. I'm getting that show together right now. I'm sorry. I'm just too busy. Now let's get on to the Charlie and Brooke show. Charlie Sheen and Brooke Mueller, his ex-wife. They have 2 children, 2 boys. What are they called? Bob and Max. Now, let me, you know Charlie Sheen's story. The whole supposedly going wacko after the big 3-day party that he went on, or that he had, which was kind of wild to follow. But, excuse me, I'm recording. And my dog wanted to be there too. He's a dog. But at that point, he and Brooke were sharing custody. But then she had a relapse and he got full custody right around the same time. Now, a lot of people think he went crazy and he was on drugs, which is one way to look at it if you're with the mass media. But let me tell you, there's another way to look at it. This could have been one big marketing campaign. Think about it. Charlie screwed up, and he lost his job at 2.5 Men. He needed to keep the money flowing in. So he created this persona using the internet of a crazy man, almost like Apocalypse Now with his dad, a character his dad played. Why would he do something like that? So he can get people to spend a lot of money to come watch him sit on stage for an hour and a half and just ramble on. Now, I've been fortunate enough to meet Charlie Sheen a few times, and I'll tell you, the guy's highly intelligent. He's also really out there, which can be said about a lot of very highly artistic people. But notice how now things are he's still kind of crazy, but he's not as crazy as he was. Why? Because that was a character that he created to sell merchandising and tickets. Because now we're going to see a different Charlie Sheen, kind of a calmer Charlie Sheen. But now we come up to a month ago a few months ago when the whole breakdown started. Brooke went to the court, got a judge, a guy named Hank Goldberg, to have the kids taken away from Charlie and put back in Brooke's care. But at this time, Brooke, you're going to love this, Brooke was called in outpatient rehab, which means during the daytime, she was in rehab, and at night she would go home and be mommy. So who was watching the children while she was in rehab? Nannies, relatives, and other support staff. Probably the same nannies that came with the children over at Charlie's house. Now, just a few weeks ago, and now a month ago, they signed this agreement, custody agreement, where Charlie would get where she would have the children in that capacity. But they would also have to take drug testing, and they did, and they passed. But then a few weeks ago, Brooke fell off the wagon, refused to take a drug test, which is a failed drug test. Charlie went to court and said, Your Honor, she failed. She fell off the wagon. This is not working. My children are in danger. So, what did this Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Hank Goldberg do? Let me read it to you. Now, I want to give credit. The first thing you saw in this video was from TMZ, and this too comes from TMZ. And believe it or not, I trust them. It says, Judge Hank Goldberg was well aware that Brooke had relapsed into drug use, but the judge was equally disturbed by Charlie's substance abuse and the fact that he bragged about it. Okay, Charlie's being truthful about the whole situation. He had a drug problem. He doesn't now. He's proven it. He's peeing in the cup, and he's passing. Brooke, though, she's always denied she had a drug problem until she tested negative. Now, she says she has a drug problem. Excuse me. Oh, man, this one's long. Now, the judge denied Charlie's request to strip Brooke of custody and award him full legal and physical custody of the twins. Judge Goldberg kept the status quo, ruling the custody agreement Charlie and Brooke struck last month will remain in effect. All right? Judge Goldberg felt Charlie's parenting skills, or lack thereof, did not warrant a change. Okay. From all the reports I've been hearing, when he is there with the boys, they're having a blast. They're always having a good time. When he's not able to do it, you know who takes care of him? The nannies, relatives, and support staff. Probably the same ones that Brooke had. Now, it goes on. And Brooke's lawyers apparently raised issues of prior domestic abuse on Charlie's part, though there were no fresh allegations. Okay? He's apparently got that under control. But let's talk about that domestic abuse problem. Because if you remember, that was Charlie and Brooke in Denver. And after it all happened, first she called the police and said, I want him arrested. And then she wouldn't press charges. She wanted to retract the arrest. The girl's wacko, okay? In the end, Judge Goldberg felt both Brooke and Charlie had problems, as Charlie would say, duh. But the twins were adequately protected by nannies, relatives, and other support staff. There you go, okay? The deal was she was supposed to be a rehab patient in daytime and a mommy at nighttime. And she failed the mommy at nighttime by falling off the wagon and taking drugs and refusing to take the test, and which means she tested negative. But still, a mother who is a proven drug addict, who can't stay off drugs, is a better, and has no job and lives off the father, is a better parent than a father who had a drug problem, is testing clean, is got a job, and still supporting the ex-wives. Another fine judge from the Los Angeles Superior Court, Judge Hank Goldberg. He gets a douchebag of the week award. All right, kids, that's it for this one. I hope my camera's in line. Because if it's not, I'm going to be really pissed and I'll have to shoot this over. So, until the next video, hang in there. Peace out.